All right, here we go. Listen, we just gonna go live. We're not gonna have a title today because Facebook does not want us to be great. I was ready to go live on my phone, but what's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, darlings. This is DeKesha Williams, your virtual COO, and I know the message went out earlier, so you guys probably. I got everything going on. Let me make sure that I'm sharing it out in the group. Give you guys some time to jump on in here. All right, cool. Let's see. You know what? I just realized that I have been live all this week, and I have yet to use my lavalier mic. So hopefully, well, I think that the sound has been pretty good. Hey, Trinette. Hey, Precious. There we go. Listen, Facebook did not want me to be great, y'all. Like, what's up with that? Like, my whole Google Chrome just crashed on me. Okay? But make sure you guys are coming in. Do me a favor. Hi, sweeties. Hello, my dears. Do me a favor and tag your accountability. And we're going to do this live, and we're going to hope that we make it through. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know if it's my computer or if it's just Facebook or what. They are some haters because we have been throwing down online this week. Okay. So welcome everybody. Are you guys enjoying the webinar challenge? Are you guys enjoying the webinar challenge? I know I am. I don't know about you, but when I looked at the topic for today, like, I got excited. It said how to monetize webinar. I went out twice last night. See, and I think let me tell you, I was real close to going live on my cell phone, and we was going to do the doggone thing, y'all. Like, we were getting ready to do the doggone thing, but that's all good. So it looks like everybody is, they're able to find me now. If you guys have an accountability partner, it would be awesome if you tag them so that they can know we are live. And like, I don't even see comments up here on the side, so I keep my cell phone over here. But if this is your first day of the webinar challenge, welcome. Like, first of all, welcome. Do your best. You're not late. Don't worry about it. I am telling you, if you get, you get through the emails, you go through the assignments, it'll change your life if you let it. Can I get a second? Can anybody second that? You believe that for those individuals, like, some people are still entering into the challenge today. Do you believe that this will change your life if you let it, right? All right, so cool. So I do want to say that if this is the first time that you have engaged with me, my name is DeKesha Williams, your virtual COO. And literally, honestly, I'm just the chick that lost the same job twice, building a business from the comfort of my own home. What? Yes. And listen, it all started from my daughter letting me know that I missed the first week of school 3 years in a row. And so at that point, y'all, I had to find something in some way that I was going to be able to make money and still be available and present for both of my children, who are super active in sports. And hold on, let me turn my phone off so my notifications won't keep showing up. All right, so who we got here? Hey, Trinette. Hey, Precious. Hey, Roz. Roz is throwing down. I know you're ready to throw down again. Hey, Sherry. Sherry said, it is making me get stuff done. That's awesome. Sherry, I think you have a webinar coming up and a launch coming up. Precious said, we're going to see. We're going to see. You're going to learn, Precious. It has definitely made me up my game. And how you doing, Willie Iverson? Absolutely. Yes. That's awesome. I'll take that. And so, but yeah, so I had to figure out a way, how I was going to make money and be able to be present for my kids. Hey, Deronda, what's up? I love it when our tribe shows up. That's what's up. I love it. I love it. I love it. And all of them are in the midst of launching and hosting webinars. So, but lo and behold, like I've shared with you, like I've studied webinars for 4.5 years. I truly believe in multiple generation or revenue streams. And so that's one of the reasons why I created the webinar challenge, right? At the end of the day, you hear people talking about, you know, how to get your message to the masses and how to build a tribe. And one of the things that I was sharing this week is that most of the influencers, whether you know it or not, most of the influencers, you guys, they are hosting webinars, and they're actually automated webinars. Like, they're not even live. If you do a morning scroll like I do a morning scroll. Some people laugh at me, but when I wake up, after I have my gratitude moment, after I try to do meditation, you guys, but this anxiousness-preneur, like, the mind doesn't shut down. So I try to meditate, you know, I can only do about 30 seconds or 60 seconds or something like that. I don't think I can make it a whole like minute, 2 minutes. I can try. Then I think about, oh, Deja needs this. Oh, Jada needs this. So y'all pray for a sister. Right? Anyway, but yeah, so when I do my morning stroll, I see a lot of sponsored ads, and I don't know if you guys check any of them out, but there are a bunch of, you know, Facebook ads for automated webinars. Like, that's it, right? That's the thing right now. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Sherry. And so, you know, my goal is to help you guys kind of step into that space. And so it became really, thank you. I need prayers. It became like really, I guess, what's the word I could say? It became evident, right? It became really evident that this was needed. And most of you guys know that, you know, I'm a part of a morning show. And so one of the things that we do is we look for speakers. We look for talent to be on the show. And so when we are vetting talent, individuals don't have speaker sheets. They don't have footage of them speaking. So I literally have to go on their word, right? And so it made me think, if they are at that place where they don't have a speaker sheet, they don't have like just even footage. Footage doesn't even have to be excellent. Like, the fact that you don't think like that, that tells me that there's a bigger problem, if you know what I mean. Like, you're not even thinking of the next level. And so if you're not even thinking of the next level, I can guarantee you that they're probably not making 6 figures in their business. They're probably not making 6 figures in their business, like, not at all. And you have to understand, some of the top keynoters, and I've been the virtual COO for the number 32 speaker in the United States of America, and actually gone on, I mean, he's an international speaker, and multiple 6 figures. But only a percentage of them are actually making 6 figures as a keynoter. Somebody write that down. And so even as working with, and sometimes he actually jumps on my broadcast, even working with one of the top 32 keynote speakers in the country, one of the things that they did not have was automated webinars in their business. And so they were 100% reliant upon speaking income. How many of you, under the sound of my voice, are relying upon one source of income? So let's just say, if that one contract ended today or tomorrow, no income, you'd have absolutely no income. Do me a favor and type a 1. If you have one stream of income, and when I say one stream of income, hey, Makita, I see you. And that income just decided that for whatever reason, right? And this actually happened to me. It wasn't the fact that I had one stream of income, but one particular, I'd say, profit bucket. That's what we typically call it. We call them profit buckets, right? So in our business, I'm gonna, I'll draw on the paper. So, just imagine like little circles, right? Yeah, I want to see the ones coming in. Just be honest. So let's just say the circles. So some people may have like, what do you have, like group coaching programs, right? So you might have coaching programs, and all of your revenue comes from your coaching program. Some of you all get paid to speak, right? Stick with me. Some of you all get paid to speak. Some of you all are authors. How many of you are relying 100% on building a six-figure business on your book? Come on. How many of you are relying on a book to get you to six figures? Like some people do. And so some of you, like, let me know how many of you are speakers. A lot of my speakers are relying on getting booked, right, to generate six figures in their business. So this was one of the things that we helped him figure out, was that we realized that there's a revenue roller coaster. There's a revenue, absolutely, we call them profit buckets. There's a revenue roller coaster. So let's just say, and you have to think about this. Let's just say that as a keynote speaker, right, you get the flu, or I don't know, chronic illness, something detrimental happens to you and you cannot travel. Now what do I do? That's it. Your revenue stops immediately, like boom. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, there's probably some insurance coverages that you can get out there, like if something happens, like something, you know what I mean? But let's just take that out of the equation for a second, just for a second, okay? And if something detrimental happened to our speakers, right? Hey, Elaine, what happens? Like, they are solely relying upon their income. So we had, so for me, like we do our operations, right? The virtual COO. So that's a stream of revenue. So we do virtual COO, right? And then we do courses. We have coaching, and we got some other stuff that we do, right? So one of my VCOO clients, their contract came to an end. And this is when I realized I needed to make a shift. That was 80% of my income. If I knew that I could fall out my chair right now and get back up fast enough without knocking everything, like when I tell you, like, I was like, oh, whoa, wait a minute, what? Yes. So I realized that I had to create profit buckets. And webinars have been able to do that for me, because I can sell my event from a webinar. This is monetizing, right? If I'm hosting an event, I can host a webinar, to get people on my list that's interested in my webinar. If I am launching a coaching program, if I am launching, I don't know, technology, whatever it is that you have in your product suite, listen, you can literally launch it from using a webinar. And what I love about it is that I get bona fide people on my list that are truly interested in the products and services that I have. And that's the difference about going live. Like, don't get me wrong, I go live, right? I haven't been live this week because we're specifically, we're in the middle of a launch. Hey, Amanda, I saw your website too. So I didn't know if you have specific questions about your website. Hey, Elaine. Hey, Juanita. What's up? Welcome. Hi, Reggie. How are you? Welcome. That's a new one. Hi, Aisha. Is it Aisha Black? I am sorry if I mispronounced that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And so that's one of the things that I realized. And I was like, well, wow, this really helps in regards to being able to break up the different profit buckets and making money in my business. And so a lot of people don't think that you can make money from webinars. Why? It's probably because they've hosted their first webinar and they didn't convert anything, right? Do you realize that based on the number of people that show up to your webinar, you're going to close between 3 and 5%? We typically close about 10% just because we have a warmer audience, all right? And so the reason that they're not able to monetize is because they don't have a strategy. You do realize, and I think I talked about this on a radio show this morning, It's actually one of my profitability minutes in my book. Yep. Did we discuss the best software package to use for webinars? I actually have an entire broadcast that I did. I have a video. I'll post it in the feed. And so profitability minute number 15, what does that say? It says ask for the sale. What? A lot of people, and I can't believe this, like a lot of people do a webinar and they'll never ask for the sale. Like they'll never invite people to work with them. Like, how do you expect to make money in business if you don't invite people to work with them or work with you? Can somebody write that down? How do you expect to make money in any business? Like, even, let's just say this book. You know, Sherry, if I would love to have you, for you to have a copy of my book, right? Now, this book costs $12. In order for you to get this book, I'm going to need you to transfer $12 and vice versa for you to get this. But here's what's really funny is that we can go work in sales at a bank. We can be a teller. We could work for Verizon and all of these companies, every single last one of these companies. You got to remember, I started at SunTrust Mortgage, right? When I was in, I was in my 20s, right? I started at SunTrust Mortgage. And I think my first job was at Hollick Myers, the furniture store. Man, listen. And so I'm just looking for the video real quick. Oh, there it is. I just want to make sure that everybody is on the actual video. Oops. But yeah, and so what don't they all ask you, make sure you ask them, are they interested in lowering their interest rate? Make sure you ask them, are they interested in changing their, monthly telephone plan? Make sure that you ask them, are they interested in lowering their cable bill? Now, we have a full-time job and we'll get on the phone in a full-time job because we have to, because of the fear of losing that job. But you will not get on a webinar and have a call to action. Yes, Sherry. You will get on a webinar and I'm going to tell you, people stall. People, oh man, listen, I could go on for days. All right. But anyway, so you have to have a call to action. You have to be able to position yourself as the expert, position yourself to make money on the webinar, right? So how many of you, drop a number 2, right? How many of you actually have a program ready to go tomorrow? But you just need a strategy to position that program in front of the right audience so you can make the money that you posted out in our group. How many of you? I want to know. Even if you are watching the replay, let me know. So just to recap, I love to recap because it's not too late to get started, right? Number 1 was developing your topic. Number 2 was to guarantee the demand. I think everybody liked doing the research, kind of getting some statistics about your business. So that's super cool. And then number 3 was setting the stage. Number 4 was all about how to monetize your webinar. And this is really like my favorite topic. And it's my favorite topic because just the joy and the excitement when people actually see the transformation, right? And I don't know if the comments are coming in, but if you have a program, I feel a sneeze. One moment. Hey, Joyce. All right, I think we're good. But yeah, so if you have a program right now that you are ready to position to your audience, right? And, it's nothing more satisfying than to see someone cross over into their breakthrough. And some of you right now, under the sound of my voice, that have been participating every single day in this challenge are on the brink of a breakthrough. You've been trying to really do, certain things on your own. We have a tendency, and I'm going to speak for myself. We have a tendency to watch what's going on online. Let me try a little bit of this and let me try a little bit of that. But instead of focusing on one thing, right? What you focus on expands. Anybody else have have that problem, or is it just me? Right? And so, and that's what happened for me. A couple of years ago, I said I was going to actually make $100,000 off of one program. It actually had nothing to do with any of the profit buckets, right? That we did, and I just kind of wanted to challenge myself to see if I could do it, which I know I can. Like, that was the whole reason why I opened a shoe company. How many of you knew I had a shoe company called SassyShoeGallery.com? The whole reason that I did that was to prove to myself that I could start a business. I literally wrote a business plan, received funding for $31,500. Somebody write $31,500, right? Wait. I just noticed that Trinette is the only person that has a program ready to go. Really? That's another problem. Trinette, you're the only one who has a program ready to go? Maybe the rest of our challengers aren't here. So, Trinette? Anyway. But anyway, I was like, wait, what? Okay, so Roz has one. Thank you. But yeah, so I started the company called SassyShoeGallery.com. I wrote a business plan. I received funding for $31,500. Can I tell y'all I blew through $15,000? I blew through $15,000 buying inventory for this company before I realized that there was drop ship, right? And so one of the things that I realized is I should have invested in someone who actually had an online shoe company that was successful. Yeah. Hey, Elaine. Elaine says she has a program ready to go. Woo! Joyce has a program that's ready to go. Woo! Y'all have me nervous. And so you just need, yes, Deronda, and I love your program. So you're in a position where you just need some help positioning in front of the right person, right? The right audience, right? And you're in a position where you need to have at least 10 to 15 people that you can reach out to every single week, close about 2 of them every single week for 30 days, right? Would that work? You close 2 people a week at the price point that you set for yourself, you probably will make the goal that you set for in the group. All right? I'm pretty confident about that. Hey, Sanita, how are you? And so that's one of the reasons why I'm super excited about monetizing webinars, because when I see your goals, you guys, and I don't want you to think your goals are low. Absolutely not. If that's where you want to start, then I support you where you want to start. If you want to make $2,000 in your business, $3,000 with your first webinar, I support you. Can you totally blow it out of the water? Absolutely. So, you know, and I see $5,000 on the first webinar. So those are really, really good numbers, like, to start. Granted, will I push you to do more? Absolutely. That's just me. My name is DeKesha Williams, the Get Ish Done Coach. Yep. And so, you know, and it's all about positioning yourself. And here's the thing, all right? And we'll talk about this. You guys will hear a little bit about the Webinar Success Blueprint program. And what we do is we help you work through the internal shift as well. Any tips to know if you are in the right place with determining who the webinar is for? Hold on, you want tips on your response? That was any tips to know if you are in the right place with determine who the webinar is for? That was, I'm trying to think of what day that was. Was that today's? Today's was, no, today's was the pain point and the solution that you have. Did you post that out in the group, Sherry? I mean, I can give you feedback on it. I'm not sure if you posted it in the group. I was looking for it. But as I'm looking for that, make sure, did everyone register 10xyourwebinars.com? We are at Throwdown tomorrow on our masterclass. It's at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Sherry, I am looking for your response. So if you posted, if I missed it, I apologize. But just let me know, and tag me, and I'll provide you any feedback. Or if you want to post it in the feed, you know, because that's what this is for. Like, any questions that you have about the assignment, don't hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for. If you feel like, you know, you don't know what their pain points are, if you feel like you don't know what their solutions are, if you feel like you don't know, you know, if you're struggling with finding statistics, whatever it may be, like, let me know. Now, I think you and I had a conversation, and you help people start their business and build a profitable business. And so yours could actually be, I think we may have talked about this as well. And so you could actually work with seasoned entrepreneurs who are struggling in their business. So you may work more so with individuals that are in between, that are in it, 5-figure entrepreneurs is what I consider them. So they haven't quite hit 6 figures, but it takes certain things to be, a certain foundation to be in place to make, 5 figures. Like $80,000, that's good. Like we hung around at $80,000 for a long time. It's like, like, what do I need to do just to boom, break through? And you know what? I figured it out, and that's exactly what we did. And so now we're on a pace where we're scaling. Scaling is not easy. If it were easy, everybody would do it, right? And so I think you and I talked about, really, I think you are more knowledgeable. You have a lot of experience and a lot of background information to work with brand new entrepreneurs. With the information and the background that you have and the relationships that you have, you should be working with the seasoned entrepreneurs, and they're honestly probably parallelpreneurs, which is someone who still has a 9-to-5, and they are building their business. And then someone that's probably making under $75,000 in their business, because you can help them put the foundation in place, partner with someone, and push them right over $100,000. Because 9 times out of 10, they probably don't have certain things, certain structure in place in their business. So hopefully that helps you and that answers your question. But just thinking about what we've talked about in the past. Thanks for sharing, Joyce. I appreciate that. If this is helping you, make sure that you share this out. Is the accidental entrepreneur. They struggle with knowing if what they are doing is the right thing. They have been throwing spaghetti. Yes. I remember I used to be like that. So when you say accidental entrepreneur, does that mean that they're making, oh, good. Does that mean that they're like accidentally, like kind of falling upon and stumbling upon success because they're doing so many things and just kind of figure out what sticks? But good. I'm glad that answers your question. All right, you guys. So listen, it's all about making money in this space. You can make money with webinars. I have thoroughly enjoyed you guys this week. If you are watching the replay, make sure that you use #replay. And that's it for the day. If no one else has any questions about, their assignments, I'm out of here. My name is DeKesha Williams, your virtual COO. Be passionate, be purposeful, but more importantly, be profitable. 12 o'clock tomorrow. Don't sleep. 10xyourwebinars.com. All right, guys. Love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Look, now the video don't want to end. Facebook ought to be ashamed of themselves. That is absolutely funny to me. It won't turn off, y'all. That is hilarious.